Cape's Best Music, 106 WCOD. We are Dan and Stephanie. It's Monday. It's a lousy Monday, but again, I don't mind this. So you wrote the book on a train or on trains?
Beyond the Rails.
Yes, cross-country train travel.
Now, how many children do you have?
I have three. I have three teenagers
Now.
that are 20 months apart, yes. And they were teenagers on the train, so.
With you?
With me. Two 14-year-olds and a 15-year-old. And I survived and went 3 more times.
I did. Well, that's what I was questioning. Like, survived, went 3 more times, and then wrote a book about it.
So what made you think about wanting to do, like, write a book about your travels?
Okay, so truth be told, if you told me I would write a book about train travel 3 years ago, I told you you were out of your mind. Stop laughing at me.
I know her.
You know me, and that is the truth. And I call it, right in the front page of the book, I call it a happy accident. We were just trying to go to California. Plane tickets were too expensive.
That's it. It's really, really
I said there
expensive.
has to be a better way to do this.
Right.
And I had a Euro pass back in the day,
Yeah.
when we tripped around Europe. And I said, we got to be able to do
Your
this here.
teacher self kicked in.
My teacher self, I'm going.
Right.
And lo and behold, my first trip was over 7,000 miles.
That's a lot.
We saw 2 national parks, 5 cities, and it was amazing. And I just heard you earlier talk about how big the country is.
Yeah, exactly.
And wait till you see it from a train.
And when you explain that to your kids and they don't quite grasp how many miles, like I try and explain to my son how far Nana is in Southern California from where we are, and it's exponentially huge and they don't understand that.
You do not.
Did you do that for your teacher?
Yeah, yes I did.
That's weird. So now how fast does a train travel? Is this one of these
So I
smaller,
would-
fast ones?
This
Like
for
an
a
Amtrak?
rail pass, it's the regular trains, not the Excel. It's not the super fast ones.
Right.
But we commute here in New England.
Right.
We think of commuting. Go west of the Mississippi, and it's train travel. They're superliners. They're double stacked trains with glass,
It's like the Wild
a
West.
bubble. You sit in these rooms that are just wide open.
And you get a bed too, right?
That's extra, but you can get a bed. I took a sleeper car on the way home from Los Angeles this winter.
Did it make it a lot better?
It was awesome.
Yeah.
It was awesome, I will say that. But if you're looking to do a budget trip, an affordable trip with a family, this is the way to go. It was...
Where would you start from? Providence?
I've started both Providence and Boston. My favorite thing is to start Boston, go straight to Chicago. Get out of Dodge.
And that was your first trip, and that was a nightmare, right?
There was an issue, there was a delay, we kind of got hung up outside of Chicago.
And Dan's a weather guy, so what is it, like Pineapple Express or something? Like,
That was the most recent trip.
Yeah.
That was California. See,
Okay.
I thought in January, getting to California, I would be home free. Woohoo! The Pineapple Express hits California in January, mudslides everywhere. Our train was
and they're
stopped.
not drinks.
They're not drinks. No, but there was a lot.
True Cape
The bar
Codder.
was bought out on that train.
I'm not surprised.
No, it was.
Isn't
are there
Chicago,
riots when the bar is bought out?
isn't Chicago a beautiful city?
I love Chicago.
It's my favorite
new
city.
favorite city.
Yeah,
Oh my
it's
goodness.
so beautiful.
So here's the beauty of the train. You get off at Union Station, you're downtown Chicago.
That's really
You're
cool.
on Canal Street. You can go get a deep dish, you can walk down to the lake, you're there.
Have you ever been, Stephanie?
No,
Chicago?
I've not. Like,
Love
this is
Chi-
all of
love
everything.
Chicago.
That's why I've been reading your book intently. Like, this is very cool. Like, my kids are now at the age 8 and 11 where they're actually appreciate doing this.
Perfect.
And it would be like the most amazing adventure ever, and they would just remember this for a lifetime.
It is, and I can't explain how relaxing it is,
Yeah.
because once you commit, the train's doing the driving. You don't have to worry.
You can read, you can write, you can hang out, you can answer questions, you can actually have a conversation with your
You can
kids.
walk away from your kids.
That's it.
You
Well,
can go to another car.
I worry about that just because my kids are really social and they're just.
It is the most social. It is very hard to explain this dynamic, but my kids loved it. They met
Because
so
when you're on
many
a
people.
plane, you're facing forward. You don't really want to talk to anybody, you touch anybody. When you're on a train, you can get up, you can move around, and you kind of.
Does it have Wi-Fi? Is that a no?
Can Dan play his words with friends? Is what he wants to know.
Yes and no. It is a yes, but it is spotty. I will say that. It's not the best Wi-Fi. No.
Okay.
But they download a lot of stuff. If there's a movie at night. I just flew home from Los Angeles. It was a miserably tight, small experience. I was almost claustrophobic, and I'm not claustrophobic.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's a much different way to travel that I would find a little bit more. Obviously, it's slower. You're not going to get there when you want to get there. How is the schedule?
So the schedule is fun. There are once you go west,
Yeah.
go west, there are 2 trains a day going
Yeah.
each direction. So that is the biggest thing. You got to catch a train.
Yeah, if you miss it, that's
Don't
it.
miss your train.
Let's say a family is listening right now. They want to go to Chicago for a week. Would you say? Is that how long you? I'm just saying. How much time would you set aside?
A lot for
So
it.
what I wrote about, the book is about using the rail pass. And
Yeah.
this is the thing that no one knows anything about. And it's the reason I wrote the book and the reason that Amtrak is been in touch with me to send them a proposal.
Yeah.
In New England, we don't think about train travel in any way except to get from here to New York or here to Washington.
Or
Right.
a red line, a green line.
I've done it. I've done it to Florida, and I've got to say, it was unpleasant for me to do it to Florida. But I was younger, and my mother would use it as a method to just let's get there.
Yes,
Because
exactly.
this is cheaper. It
It was
wasn't
my least
enjoying
favorite
it.
trip was to Florida, but
To
I went
Florida.
school vacation week too.
See, and that's a lot.
Winner. Yeah.
It's not really because you've got a lot of commuters too in that DC,
Exactly.
Virginia bellwether. So it's like a lot of on-off. It was cold, it was noisy, and we just use it as a cheaper way to get there, not to enjoy the travel.
So if you get out of Dodge, if you
Okay.
go west, a pass is $469. You get 8 stops. That stop could be from Boston to Providence or can be Boston to Chicago. That's 1 stop.
Oh, that's cool.
So you pick where you want to go. There's 500
And
choices.
what about bathing?
So every other day we were in a hotel. So if we
Okay,
didn't
okay.
overnight, we went
Gotcha.
to a hotel the
Makes
next
sense.
night. Yeah,
Gotcha. Makes
I'm
sense.
So you don't have to rush your way through it. You
They
just
don't
kind
have
of.
showers on the trains, do they?
They do in the sleeper cars.
Oh.
They do. So if you upgrade,
I think that would be the way I would want to go.
yeah, it is really
Stay in
cool.
the sleeper car.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Obviously,
Yeah,
it's
you
a
get
little bit more
meals, you get-
expensive, but it's kind of an elegant way to travel. It makes me think of,
I traveled home. I met the coolest people.
See?
I had a ball.
And the name of your book?
It's called Beyond the Rails, and the ebook version, the digital version, is free through
it's
today.
free. So just go
please-
online. Yeah,
Please download it.
I
It is-
pinned it to the top. It's free through today. They extended the sale one more day just for us.
Well, thank you. I thought you said teaching.
Lisa Bates, Beyond the Rails. We absolutely love your book. I've already started planning my next adventure, which is really exciting. So if you got little people and you're looking for something fun and inviting and something cool, maybe to talk to Santa about giving as a gift, because I know you did that, definitely check it out. And it's for free, so make sure you download it today.
Thank you for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
Sounds like a lot of fun. I like that trip to
Links on
Chicago.
our Facebook. I'm definitely thinking about that. I think my little people would really enjoy
I
that.
think they would.